So, you've just started playing a game of Minecraft and you need wood fast. Now, you don't have any farms or anything like that and you're wondering what the fastest method to get wood is. In this tutorial, I'm going to show you how. Hello everyone, this is Death and welcome to this Minecraft tutorial. Before we get started, there are timestamps in the description laying out the video chapters, so if you want to look for something very specific, make sure you check those out. Links in the description and at the bottom of this video. The first method I use to get wood fast is simply by chopping down forests, and forests are quite common. You get your regular forests here, you get the Taiga biome over there, and many others like that. You may also want to look at finding a jungle to get wood. However, there is one important thing we should mention. What are we using the wood for? If it's for regular crafting and stuff, I'd recommend spruce. If it's for building, I'd also recommend spruce. And if it's for something else, I'd recommend spruce because it's the most versatile wood in the game. So what you want to do for the first method here is you want to find yourself a taiga biome and simply cut down some trees. Now you don't need to have any special equipment for this. In this instance I have a diamond axe, but all you need to do is start cutting down trees as you see fit. If you want to find out how to get diamond tools, diamond armor in the early stages of the game, make sure you check out my villager breeder tutorial. Link in the description. But yeah, all you really need to do is go around and chop down this forest and you'll get lots of wood in no time. But that isn't always ideal. The problem with cutting down a forest is, well yeah, you're cutting down a forest, you're ruining the terrain, and we don't necessarily want to do that. So, what can we do to mitigate those effects? One thing I do is I build a dedicated tree farm. In order to do this, we are going to need to cut down a part of the forest anyway to get plenty of saplings for this project. So I've went ahead and collected 2 stacks of spruce saplings. It is necessary that you use spruce. You can also use jungle saplings for this. But the problem with them is they're a lot rarer to get, so spruce is the recommended option for this thing. You'll then want to find a relatively flat area. This thing will work nicely, and all you want to do is you want to start planting these saplings. And since we've got plenty of saplings, we're going to go with the 2x2 spruce tree, or the mega spruce tree. And we can do this by simply placing saplings like so. Now, you may be thinking you can just start placing saplings like this, without any breaks in between. And well, yes, you technically can do that, it's not recommended. That's because there's a bug in the game where if you have a group of saplings next to each other with no spacing, it will stop the other group of saplings from growing, which will severely impact the effectiveness of this farm. So, what you want to do is you want to have a 1 block gap in between your groups of saplings, like so. And then you just want to continue along, planting them like so with a 1 block gap. Now, it would be more effective to spread these out a bit more so you can get more saplings out when you harvest them. But for my own individual testing, that's not necessary. You always end up with more saplings than you begin with once you harvest them. Another thing as well, you don't even need to get this amount of saplings to start off with. You can start off with like 4 or 8 saplings and then it will just snowball from there. Once you've done that, you might discover this isn't enough wood, I need a lot more. So all you need to do is scale this thing up. So as it currently stands, we have 5 sets of saplings, so that'll be 5 mega trees. Ah, horse, go away please. So what we want to do is we want to start off another line. Now what you have an option here, you can either set a 1 block gap between these, or you can go with a 5 block gap. Now there's pros and cons to both of these. The pros of a 5 block gap is all of your saplings will grow without impeding the growth of other saplings, because that is kind of important. The only thing with that is it isn't as space efficient, it takes up a lot more space, which you don't necessarily want in the early game. The thing with the 1 block wide gap is you'll be able to cut these trees down a lot faster because they're a lot closer together, they take up less space. The only problem is sometimes when the trees grow, they'll stop other trees from growing. So let's just say you have 15 trees, so 3 of these next to each other. The ones in the middle may not be able to grow when you are, growing these things. But when you're harvesting the trees, they will grow in that time, so you will still get the maximum amount of wood. So what we're going to do is we're simply going to go with the 1 block away method. And let's get rid of some of this grass and do the same here. And then all we need to do is fill up the rest of this area with these spruce trees. And now that that's done, all we need to do is wait for these trees to grow. If you've got extra saplings, you can always just continue expanding this thing. But you'll get to the point where the trees are growing faster, then you can actually harvest the wood. From my own test, this is a bit inconsistent. What I like to do is I like to walk away and do other things, maybe farm some crops, grow some sugarcane, maybe do some villager trading and stuff, but these do normally tend to grow fairly quickly. But yeah, that's all there is for this tutorial. If you have any questions about this setup, please let me know in the comment section down below. If you want to see this in action, make sure you check out my 2nd episode of AutoCraft Season 2. I'll link that in the description as well, because I use this method to get a bunch of wood so that I can trade sticks for emeralds, because emeralds are fantastic. With that being said, if you enjoyed this, make sure you leave a like, subscribe, maybe share it with your friends, and I'll see you in the next Minecraft tutorial.